Alrighty, man. Alrighty, man. We back here today, man. Let's go to that motherfucker right here. So boom, this is what I was looking at. This what I looked at today when I came to the market. Just focus on this, on that little green circle right here. We trading within this. We ain't trading all the way back here. Nah, nigga, we trading right here. Really, just yeah. All right, so boom. So I came down to my 1 hour. You feel me? I had marked up that little resistance level right here. I marked up this right here. Ultimately marked up the low below it as well. Mark that shit out right there. I include the wicks, especially on a higher time frame, because it's still price action. That is still price action. Alright, so boom, as you can see, we got a break of that level. Our indication is our indication. Got indication right there, boom. Came down, made this support. So I'm like, damn, look at that little support right there. So what I do? What we do, chat? Mark up the support level. Oh my gosh. You're learning something. Okay, look. So boom. And then I drop down to my 15. Now I'm just waiting for it to come up here, reach these levels, right? Hold on, let me delete this big one. Just remember that that's a level. Just remember that's the same level right there. This level is still that level. It's just right here instead of all the way across. All right, either way. Let's get a little closer, you feel me? So, we broke out of this zone. We broke out of this zone right here. This level that we got right here. We waiting for a retest. We waiting for a price to come back up here and let us know, like, damn, all right. Do I want to go back up? Do I want to go back down? You're not looking at price and saying, oh, yeah, you want to go up, so we're going to buy you up because that's where you're going. Or vice versa. Fuck no, you're going to get shitted on. How do I tell you? I got fucked so hard by gold, it don't make no sense. Please excuse my language. Anyway, boom, as you can see, we came up here, retested that shit. Bow. Came down. This where a lot of motherfuckers started selling. This right here is taking motherfuckers out. It's collecting liquidity now. Came down. Bow. Said, all right, bet. That's a lower time frame zone, so I'm not going to move that. Anyway. Came down. Did that shit. Went back up. Retested the zone. So you could have entered right there. If you had entered right there, put your stop loss a little above that motherfucker, you would have been straight still when it came back to retest it the second time around. If you didn't get in right there, you could have got in right here. Either way, you had two chances to get in. You feel me? You had two opportunities to get in this trade. All right, boom. Oh, that I didn't take, by the way. Mind you, I did not take that. So, as you can see, we came down. Ultimately, I'm just leading up to the trade that we took today, which was all in this. All of this whole little area right here. Oh, wait, all of this happened today? Oh, wait, well, yeah, shit, fuck it. Oh, we all in there. All right, so, yeah. Boom, we came down. We broke back below a level we bought at previously, letting me know that there were no longer no buyers at this level. Gotta change that color. There are no longer buyers at that level. Why are there no longer buyers at that level? How do you know that? Last time we was at that level, we broke this high to come up and make this resistance. You feel me? Okay. So, next time, just how it did right here, next time, if it reaches it and it rejects, it has the potential to go back up and break that level again. That shit failed to happen. That shit crashed right through there, and at that point, you should have fucking known I should not be looking for buys. Not right now. I need to fucking wait. So, boom. Came down, ultimately made a new low right here. Came down right here. Made a new low in the market. This is what we're trading. We already got our levels and shit. Don't mind those FEGs. That's just a preset I got. So we already got our levels. So now we just like, all right, boom. What the fuck can we just following, basically. Not what the fuck can we nothing. We just following. You can't do nothing. You just waiting for price to tell you what it want to do. So once it hit that level and it came back, once it gave you this indication, mind you, this is a continuation that turned the indication because it broke this level right here. Anyway, boom, it came back up here, retested this. Not once, not twice, retested that shit 3 times. In 3 different 15-minute candles you could have got in. That is 45 minutes, nigga. Plus the little shit right there. We ain't count that. But anyway, boom, you have 45 minutes to look at your damn charts and be like, all right, it's rejecting the shit out that level. I think I should get in. Comes down, it rejects this level, it respects it, it breaks through it, letting you know, like, all right, the buyers that's there, they weak as shit, but they holding some weight. Comes back up, ultimately retest whatever the fuck is in here, drops back. Once you got this candle closure right here, and then the retest at the bottom of this wick, which is still price, how I said earlier. Once you got that candle closure outside of that zone, and then you got this retest, I'm finna mark it up for you, hold on. And I'm gonna zoom in on it just in case. Once you got this retest right here, could've went short. Let me tell you why. Let me delete this shit. I'm not gonna delete that yet. I think that adds up to what I'm trying to, oh no it don't, I don't need that. All right though, hell yeah. So ultimately, like I was saying, not only are we back, let me use this. Not only are we back below the level, not only did we retest this level, you feel me, but we're back below it. Boom. So naturally waiting for the same thing to happen as I explained. So boom, now that we got this, now that we see, all right, boom, you could have put your entry right here. You could have entered right there and really just took that shit down until this candle right here, until you seen this rejection. And like I did, mark that shit up. It made a support. Made that support close right there. Tried to come back down, failed to. Tried to go up, close above the support, failed to. And then what did it do, chat? Once it got back below that zone, it dropped again. What happened? Price closed right there, made it support. Came back, retested that support. Let me zoom in a little bit for the folks in the back. Came back, retested that support, and closed on it. It closed on the support. It didn't break. It didn't close below the support. It closed on the support. After wicking through the support. Let me know, like, all right, these potential buyers are trying to step in right now. Let me hold off on dropping the extra position in. Boom. So now let me tell you what we're looking at. This is how I just caught the trade I just caught. Now we finally caught up. All right. So I seen this indication right here at this zone, this level right here. I seen that. Mark that up. Swing low. I was like, all right, bet. That was this big ass candle right here. That was this move right here. That's what broke all of that. So once I seen that, I was like, okay, now what I need to wait for is retracement back to that level to either retest off that level or break above, then come back below and close below that level. If not retest for extra confluence, you feel me? So about marked up on the 15. I entered on the 1 minute. Let me zoom out because shit get a little blurry on the 1 minute. You feel me? Let me explain. Let me break it down. This right here was that big ass candle I just marked up. All of that, that's that one big ass candle on the 15 minute. All right. As you can see, I got faked out a little bit, not gonna lie. You can see we came down, made this support as I stated, didn't close below it, closed on it. It came up, started to build a structure. Right here, when it broke this, that's when I got into a sell position. But as it got down here and it started rejecting off of this, I closed because I realized, like, all right, I'm on that 1 minute time frame. I got to get off of that shit because it's a lot of noise on the 1 minute. You want to enter on the 1 minute, but do not stay on the fucking 1 minute. Don't stay there and watch your trade because you're going to get hella emotional. And I'm letting you know this from experience because we're all fucking human. And if you don't do it, you're either experienced or fucking heartless. And it's okay because either way, we're all going to die. So, like I was saying, it comes back up. I had an alert set. As soon as my alert went off at this level, as soon as this candle broke through here and closed right there, it retested this. This could have been, if you was a short, a little scalper, like a real quick in and out trader, you would have took this. You would have took that shit to that zone right there, and you would have been straight. You feel me? Long story short, it came up, broke out that zone. I put another alert below the zone. Now I want to know when it gets back below that zone, because as you can see, from that big ass 15-minute candle, last time we was below this zone, we sold off to here. So I'm thinking potentially next time we're below this level, we're gonna sell off to here. Now, this was my original TP. I made this my TP because I had just took a loss on my live account and my funded account. You feel me? That I was trading. And I just wanted to go in small. You feel me? I ain't wanna overly do this shit. I ain't wanna squeeze too much out the markets. Cause as you can see right now, that shit just ranging. But even if I would have left my positions open, we still would have been up. We would have been straight. We would have been at a 1 to 8 right now. You feel me? And that's if. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. That's what I say. Shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't, so it's too bad. Boom. Long story short, you see what happened. It came back below this level. I waited for this support to be made and this resistance to be made. Then I waited for it to test the top of this candle. I had all of this marked up, but I deleted the shit. To send a screenshot off to my boy. Mark that up. Oops. Damn, I'm too close. Hold on. I marked that up. And once I seen them candles rejecting that, I was automatically in. I was really in. Once I seen this candle print, I was really in that shit. Not gonna cap. Once I seen that candle right there print, I was like, all right, we going. Now we officially going. We below my zone. And we making lower lows and lower highs. So I'm just sitting there. I started playing on my Steam Deck, glancing at my shit every once in a while. And as you can see, you see what the fuck this shit did. You feel me? You see what the fuck this shit did. Long story short, though, like I said, this was my original TP. That little black line at the bottom, which should always be your first TP. TP1 should always be at that new high or the new low or where that indication was made. Now, a lot of motherfuckers go for the wicks, and I'm real big on the wicks actually because, like I said, it is price action. But what I noticed is, as you can see, once that shit gets to where the candle actually closed, it does react a little bit. And ain't no telling how the market gonna react. At least that's what I tell myself. I never know how that shit gonna react. So once it did that, I just took heed to it. I closed one of my positions and I left my runners. As you can see, one of them hit TP, but I forgot to set it for the other one. So I was able to catch a little bit of this trade to like right in here. And then we let that shit, that was our trade for the day for real. That I was supposed to fucking take on my damn. I was supposed to take it on my prop. But I ain't want to risk it because I'm already in drawdown, like I said. I'm already close. I'm not close to my shit. Like, I brought myself out. Boom. This how that shit happened. I brought myself in profit, like 17, like 20-something dollars, actually. $23 to be exact, now that I remember it. I brought myself in profit, $23. So as I was in profit, that $23, bro, what the fuck just fell? All right, my fault. As I was in profit at $23, I I took a trade, and it wasn't good. It didn't really play out in my favor. I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, I was waiting on gold to come back and tap that zone, which it most definitely can still do. I thought I had an alert set right here. But if it doesn't and it creates a new low, then so be it. We're going to wait for that retest. You feel me? I'm going to see what that want to do. But I only think we're going down to fill that 1 hour gap. I mean, that 4 hour gap we got right here. Because this is where we just got an impulse at. So once we get right here and we get back below, above this level, we can take it back up there. You feel me? For the scout traders, that's what a scout trader will be looking at. Me personally, I'm looking for that shit to go back above this level, but if it's finna start building, like I said, lower lows and them lower highs and them lower lows, then if it's giving me bearish, then I'm going bearish. You feel me? But you just gotta, it's just a waiting game. I would prefer for that shit to go back to my zone so I can catch the whole move, because that move would pay. That move gonna pay me on my prop. That's why I'm being patient. Anyway, I was up $23, and then took a bad trade on gold. I forgot exactly what trade it was. I'm not gonna lie. I just took a bad trade. That shit hit for like, boy, that shit hit for $90, ton. That shit hit for $90. Cause I was just so fucking confused. But my partner had to text me and realign me. Anyways, after I took that loss, I was like, all right, bet. I'm done with that shit before I fuck the account how gold fucked me. So, got off of that shit. Then I took this trade and I was like, all right. I like this. I like trade. I like what I added to it and critiqued about it. So if I do catch another trade that matches up with that and that follows my rules, I'll take it. I'll take it and I wouldn't mind risking it. Cause let me tell you why. I believe in myself. I believe in my strategy. I'm not the only one that believe in myself, but I let this shit be known, like, my nigga, on my worst day, I'm gonna put all my faith on me. You feel me? So it's like, I got me. I believe in myself and I know what I'm capable of. So I'm gonna let that shit cook. And hopefully we can reach that zone on gold. If we do, I might just, y'all wouldn't know. YouTube wouldn't know. But I'm gonna post that shit on my social media or something probably. Anyway, that is the trade recap of the day. Oh, nah, we cutting that shit. But that's the trade recap of the day, man. Nah, for real. We gonna see what gold want to do. We gonna see what the markets want to do. We finna take a break and just mentally reset. I'm finna go game a little bit. And just reset my whole brain and come back to the markets a little later. You feel me? Probably like a few hours before closing. I'll probably come back in like an hour or two. Right before that shit close, see if I can catch me a quick little something. It's a quick little something, you feel me? So, hell yeah. Y'all stay up, man. Y'all keep practicing. Shit, I already know y'all gonna be great than a motherfucker. Cause we all got the skill. We all got what we need to be great. You gotta put that shit in your head, bro. Force yourself to believe it, like, for real, I swear. To where they think you delusional. And then when that delusion become truth, they gonna be delusional. Fuck you talking about on my mama. So y'all keep grinding, man. Spaz Talks off this motherfucker.